Alright, back into the rank grind we go. Yeah, questionable hand, slow start, but our opponent is also a Yorion deck, which means we either got Overlords or the Mirror. And if we have the Mirror, this Vanishing Verse is pretty dead. The problem with the Mirror is, well, if they're the traditional Mirror, we might be okay. The traditional Mirror, ooh, blue-white potentially could be an 80 card Yorion list. Nope, there's a Carotid, so we have the Niv Mirror. So we might be lucky because they'll probably run Fables and stuff, so we should be able to deal with... Oh, plotted a Pillage. Okay, they're also kind of struggling. Well, let's get Nahiri down. Start cycling some of these lands to draw more lands, because of course we do. Alright. So there you go. For Pillage the Bog, dig 8 deep. They play an Omnath, Locust of Creation. Interesting. Right, so let's shock in. Let's use our Ring to Light. And we could grab Niv here, but one of the best things we can do with this board state is grab Valky. And we will exile. I forgot to turn on the volume. We'll cycle and draw. They might not have a way to immediately kill Valky. Oh, they do. They have the Leyline Bind. Oh no, they take Nahiri because they're scared of the Niv. And they concede to Valky. Yes, next time I do a record session, I will have a noise ready for Valky. Right, the Mirror. So, they have a ton of monocolor removal, and we will take out the cornucopias because they're going to lean more towards a kind of grindier game. And plus, since they're running essentially our deck, they'll have Leyline Bindings, Vanishing Verses, and other things to deal with it. So... we can't, no, we'll go with this. Let's put back the Helix, and we can keep the 4 mana. Good top deck there with the Leyline Binding. Oh, we got our boy Edgar, something that I bet those boys aren't running in their deck. Alright, so, let's pass. We get free mana, play another land. Pass back. They go for a Helix, we'll take it. They're going to pass through. Okay, cool, so let's play Edgar. They're probably wondering what's going on here. Let's get rid of the Vanishing Verse, because unfortunately, as I said, they are probably going to have ways to deal with that. Oh, they missed a land drop. That's very unfortunate for them. So let's get in with Edgar. We'll hold up these Leyline Bindings and the Vetoes if we need to. Let's take Edgar all the way if we can. Put Edgar down. Plays a Fable Passage. Clearly they wanted that for an Omnath. Right, let's play a tap land. Go back again. Swing in with Edgar. Let's see what they go for here. Potentially could flash in a Leyline Binding to try and take out Edgar. Nope, they take him down to 11. Could our boy Edgar take it all the way? Pillaging the Bog for 8. Probably looking for that land they've been missing. Right, okay, Edgar puts him down to 7. We're going to hold it back here. Now if they go Bring to Light, oh, they go for Valky. Good idea, trying to do a check. We've got no creatures in hand. But we do have the Dovin's Veto. End step, we'll exile. Get rid of that Valky. Unfortunate, it's always a shame when you top deck your Valky. We put them down to 3 with Edgar. This is insane. They've got to play something to get rid of Edgar here. There's a Nahiri, but we are going to counter it so they can see. Alright, we are near the top of Platinum, going for the old... gold, and we have another Yorion deck, so it's potentially either Mirror or blue black, could be anything, so we'll hold it up for now. There's the Fortsies, so this clearly is not a Niv deck main boarded. Take our Bring to Light, makes sense. So what are you, my friend? What did I play against? Because it's been a while since I recorded this. Momentum Breaker, oh, this is Pixie. We'll discard and play Edgar. Edgar is a grindstone against decks like this. Oh no, Edgar got sacked. Edgar's coming back. Makes us a token. We draw another Edgar. Alright, so let's just play this tapped. Let's grab Yorion so we can do a force Edgar flip if we have to. Let's see what our opponent does. There's a Fear of Isolation. Bounce in their land to replay their land. Interesting. We will just make another Edgar token. Let's Helix the bird.
Oh, he did.
Oh, no, they have a bounce. My bad. Played the oh, he dead too early. They get back a momentum breaker. Gonna make us sack a token. They play a Narset. That's fine because Rakshas's Bargain does not draw cards. They find another. This town ain't big enough. So this town could deal with Edgar's Coffin. Let's take a Leyline and another Bargain. Move to combat. Let's flip this Edgar.
Always come back.
Our opponent really wants to think about it. Okay, so combat wise, let's put all of it on them. We don't need to worry about the Narset. They probably have removal to try and save Narset, like a push. Yep, there's the push. So we'll respond with a Leyline Binding, get rid of their Narset, so they can't like dig for anything off her, because they know they're missing one card here. We know 2 cards, sorry, that they don't have in their hand. So they would have to play this town, a land, and maybe a momentum breaker to stabilize. Fear of Isolation, bounce, there's a momentum breaker. Well, we'll Rakshas's Bargain in response. Leyline and another land, I guess. Pretty good. Alright, we'll sack one of our tokens. We'll shock in. We will get rid of the Fear of Isolation. Hit him down to 6. So we need to draw any kind of Helix effect. Oh, nowhere to run. Momentum breaker. Oh no, but Edgar.
Always come back.
We'll Maelstrom Pulse their momentum breakers for fun and then pass. Opponent buys the Urion, probably looking to blink the nowhere to run. Probably hoping they draw a land. So we'll hit him for 1 here. Let's play our Knight of Autumn. And then blow up.
Oh, he did.
The old enchantment. So now they need essentially a board wipe because Edgar's going to flip. Knight and the tokens are lethal here. Oh no, we'll sack one of our tokens. Nowhere to run. Kills another one. But guess what? I've been discussing in the Discord, Niftalite Discord, about Edgar, and I've said, like, with a black heavy and edict heavy meta, Edgar is really good. Like, you'd be surprised how many opponents aren't running enchantment artifact removal because of the insane love of enchantments right now. Like, people are running enchantment removal off the wazoo, but they don't have a way to kill the Edgar permanently. There are exile effects, obviously, but you'd be surprised how many wins you just get just because they can't deal with the Edgar. Oh, a Beanstalk hand is perfect. But the Fort Seas will change that. Right, let's drop a land. There's a momentum breaker, so we got to discard. I'll get rid of the Clarion, ain't going to do much. Let's exile.
Bye.
Take care of that momentum breaker so they don't have any of their bounce synergies. They're going to bounce another card here, so we'll lose another thing there. We'll play the land and buy the Urion to give us another card to discard. They buy a Urion themselves. So let's play a land tapped and pass it back. So they go for Urion. Blink momentum breaker. We'll discard our land. Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay, so let's go with Bring to Light. I was tempted for Edgar here, I remember, but unfortunately, we need to reload. And we hit 1 card, because of course we hit 1 card. How unfortunate. I cannot believe we hit... Oh, this town ain't big enough. Replay momentum breaker. Kills the Niv. Activates the Mutavault and hits us down to 2. Right, Bring to Light again. Let's grab our Valky here. And let's do the old plus Valky. Get 2 lands. Pretty good. Not the greatest, but I don't know if they have an Edict effect for Valky. And I know they probably won't want to deploy a Urion into a... Well, they did. Probably want to make us just discard. So they're going to blink and draw a card. We'll get rid of our Urion here. So now we plus with Valky. More land. Because of course we did. So now let's hit the biggest casualties I've done in a while.
Oh, he did. Oh, he did.
We did a double oh he dead for that hit. We can then Leyline Binding the Omen so they have nothing for their bounce synergies and pass it back. They could bounce Tybalt to buy them some time, but they just concede. Final match in this set of 3 here. Still at the top of Platinum. Well, not much to do with this hand, but I kept it because it has all our colours. And one Vanishing Verse can step an opponent down. I remember this match being very frustrating. So, we're in upkeep. Let's put down a land. We can do an untap white if they have a heinous 1-drop that we have to answer. But we don't know. Okay, mono white, interesting. So, let's play another tap land here. We'll just pass it back. Angels, so it's a Lesnia Angels. Very powerful deck right now, very popular. So first, bye. It's like any tribal deck. You have to answer everything they have. Just be indiscriminate with removal and don't let them build an established board presence, because things like that Valkyrie could just wreck your life. So let's get rid of that immediately. Bye. One of the reasons you get rid of that even before the pump is that triggers off everything they have. And if they can gain a ton of life, even any late stage Valkyrie is impossible to take out. So there's an elf, second Valkyrie, so see they would have probably had enough now to pump their entire team. Okay, with our lands here, let's just grab a 5-color Bring to Light and grab our boy.
Reload.
Finding 4 things there, 2 things that kill stuff, 2 things that steal stuff, and incidental life gain, pretty decent. Youthful Valkyrie, so they're going to gain life, draw cards. Resplendent Angel, they're going to gain life, draw 2 cards. Make another Angel, draw cards. Yes, as I said, this deck can get out of hand. Imagine if we hadn't disrupted their play. First things first, we got a Vanishing versus that. Bye. Then we got a Maelstrom Pulse, take out the Resplendent Angel.
Oh, he did.
Play a land tapped. We'll hold back here. Right, so first things first, let's shock in. Let's use the Hostage Taker here. We'll steal the Youthful Valkyrie. And I'm considering casting it here. So we'll just play up the Beanstalk to draw a card first. Pass it back. I'm not too bothered if they get the Valkyrie back. The big thing we've got to look out for is another Valkyrie to just pump their team. But we do need to put pressure on their life total here. So, I'm considering, yep, 7 mana, time for Tybalt. We definitely need a Tybalt noise on this. Oh, we took their Kyla's reconstruction. So knowing that they could have company or anything, let's get in and keep their life total down. There's a Bishop of Wings, very frustrating card to play against. Yep, there's the attack to keep Tybalt under control. So let's just plus him again. And they concede to that because we can now protect and deal with it. Right, so Lesnia Angel. So, board wipes and removal for days. And anything that's super slow really comes out. So, we go down 1 Edgar. So, what they will bring in their sideboard, they will bring in the Werefox Bodyguard effects. So, they will exile our stuff, but establish a body to kill us with. So, we've got to make sure we're ready for that and hope that we can answer stuff. Nope. Opening hand terrible, second hand terrible. Malta 5, well, Tybalt can go back in because you want to cheat him out. And, oh, it's tempting, but yeah, I think we have to go like this. Top deck there with the Vanishing Verse, really good. Again, that's the strategy. We just got to put the pressure on and hope we can stabilize. Unless they get the insane. There's the Invasion of Gobakon, so this Supreme Verdict is not going to resolve now. I forgot that's another sideboard card they run. Really good card. Definitely something to watch out for. There's an Enduring Innocence. That is a problem. We have to immediately get rid of that. Bye. That would just draw them way too many cards in their deck. It's such a good engine, and it's really hard to remove, so glad we had exile removal for that. Let's play a land untapped and pass it back. Why did I do the untap there? Oh, I was expecting the company, yep. Double Valkyrie, that's insane. We did not find a actual way to deal with that. We should have probably took a land, honestly, looking at it because of potential dangers here. There's a Bishop of Wings. Yep, we're dead. Double Valkyrie off a company is just the nut draw. We run it back. Basically, that's the thing I described in game 1 that we just gotta hope we don't run into. if they just get Valkyrie on Valkyrie, and yep, the shuffler has decided that we are going to lose this game. So this is, I remember, because it's still painful, an example of what happens when the shuffler has decided you cannot win. So we go down to 5, they have a perfect 7. They basically get all their righteous Valkyrie throughout the game and are at such an insane life total that we just can't answer it. So, yep, you can watch the rest of this one. I'm actually not going to talk through this one because there's nothing really to say. Save me some time. But yeah, this is, as I said, this is the variance of Magic. Sometimes you just get bad draws. So there's something you got to be prepared for there. As you see here, I will say though, yeah, if you are a Selesnya Angels player and you are not running a full playset of this Enduring Innocence, run a playset of this Enduring Innocence. It's absolutely insane. Enjoy the rest of the match. I can assure you it's a grind fest. Oh, there's a lot more left than I thought, so let's just see what happens and enjoy.